Dreamcatchers, a show that's dedicated to promoting the successes and talent of Kahnawali's youth. With me today is Gahit Dio Daibo. He is a member of the rap group Beat Vandals.
Yep, I go by the name White Lies as well.
Okay,
Uh,
White Lies.
yeah, yeah.
And why is that?
Well, that name actually kind of just stuck with me. It was a hook in the first song I ever wrote. I performed it at the Legion, and I just kept saying White Lies, White Lies, White Lies, and it just kind of everybody knew me by that afterwards, thereafter. So that's why.
So when did Beat Vandals form?
We formed around the end of 2010, and yeah, we had like a string of shows in last summer. That's kind of like when we really took off, when we had enough songs to go out and do shows. And we performed then at Palais des Congrès for the Montreal Teen Fest, where we opened for Danny Fernandez and Young Money. And for our first show, like that's amazing.
Who are these groups, Young Money and Danny Fernandez?
Yeah, Young Money is, I guess you could say, a Lil Wayne's group, or under his umbrella of artists.
Mm-hmm.
They were in that song, Bedrock. It's a popular song with Lil Wayne. And yeah, and so that was an amazing experience.
When was that show?
That was last summer in July.
Nice. How many band members are there?
There's currently 9 of us. Like there's myself, White Lies, Willie Scandals, Desecrate, Johnny Jukes, Jesse Goodleaf, Jay Juggernaut, DJ Juggernaut. Sorry.
There's so many members. We were counting earlier. We were trying to figure out how many there were, and we kept missing someone.
Yeah, Oric Terry, Scott Ocean, and Nietzsche. So.
But he's an affiliate or an associate.
Yeah,
how exactly does that work?
Well, he does. He's like a studio engineer as well, and he makes beats for us, and so we work with him off and on. It's not really a regular thing, but yeah, he's definitely a cool dude.
Mm-hmm. So, did you initially start with all 9 members?
We first started off with myself, Willie Scandals, and Desecrate. We got together, and shortly thereafter, Oric Terry came into the picture. Where without him, we can't be a group. We're just, we would just be standing on the street rapping, to the clouds or something. But like he's the one that puts our music together and like masters it, makes it sound professional.
So he's like the producer.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah, studio engineer.
Right. Okay.
And vocalist as well.
Okay. So you were mentioning earlier that you and Willie
Scandals.
Willie Scandals. They all have so many names I can't keep track, but you and Willie Scandals went out to search for the female singer. How was that search?
Oh yeah, we definitely wanted to, have that kind of aspect in our music, like female perspective. And so what we did was we went around looking like at karaoke bars and just for like local talent. And we met up with Jesse, and sure enough, we just clicked and we did a song together, and yeah, which is part of the Beat Vandals now.
So what other shows have you played?
We also did the Telus Theater also last summer. We opened up for the Outlaws. That's Tupac's crew that he created. A famous song they were in is "Hit 'Em Up," that controversial song where they dissed Biggie Smalls. And that was for a Tupac tribute concert we did. And yeah, that was also another great, I guess, opportunity that we were blessed to get.
Yeah.
Like AK-47 Entertainment were the ones that like organized that for us. So we're pretty tight with AK-47.
Who's AK-47?
It's like an entertainment company. They put on shows in town and like benefits and just like entertainment.
Mm-hmm. So what was that experience like playing for a Montreal audience?
It was pretty good. Like, I don't know, for me, when I perform, I kind of like everything kind of disappears, and it's just me and my microphone and the guys on stage with me. So, but in that way, like every show is the same for me, but it was nice to be out there with all the big names in Montreal performing that night, like Midnight, Boy Blue, it's just like the names go on, and yeah, it was an awesome experience.
Yeah. So all of you probably have different beginnings, you know, when you started rapping, when you started becoming interested in the format. When did you start rapping?
I started around 16, but I started out on paper. It was me and my buddy. We would just battle back and forth. And I always had a knack for writing, so when it came to writing rhymes, it was a challenge for myself, and that's why I kind of got hooked on it, because it's also a way to express my emotions, and it's a good outlet for everything, like what I'm feeling in life, and it's just like I use whatever energy I get from how I'm feeling and put it into a song, and it works out. Like, I don't know, it's very therapeutic too, and I like to write from personal experiences and feelings.
Mhm. What exactly was it about rap that you gravitated towards?
Just music in general, like I find it speaks to the soul when you listen to a song. Like a lot of the times you don't know what people are saying in their song. You kind of like make up your own idea of what it means to you, and it'll help you in that way. So music wise, like hip hop, like that's our music of our generation, and I was deeply influenced by FBI Jedi's, and that's how I really got serious about rapping and hip hop. Like they took me under their wing and taught me pretty much everything I know.
So it was this feeling of being able to express your inner feelings in like a creative way that kind of drew you towards it. Like when you were younger, was there anything about your interests that sort of pointed towards the idea that you would become a rapper?
I don't know. I was really shy when I was in elementary. Like you barely hear me speak, unless I was playing Star Wars or something like that. Pretending to be Han Solo.
This is very random, but Gahit Dio and I went to elementary school together, and I remember in your graduation, like, you have to write a blurb about yourself. I think your thing was, I hate ketchup, or I love ketchup, or something. So he was a very shy one.
I still do hate ketchup.
So from that shy young boy in elementary school, how did your interest start forming towards this rap persona?
Well, like in elementary, that's when I started writing stories. And I would just write and write and write and fill the pages. So from that way, like, it was a way, I guess, for me to express myself, I guess, seeing how I was so quiet. And it eventually progressed to music, and I've, in the past, done a lot of public speaking on various issues. So in that way, I had experience, like, performing, I guess, or entertaining an audience, and it kind of just like went from that to music, so
Okay,
yeah.
so we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back with some songs by the Beat Vandals. I believe it's called
Run by Day, Hide by Night.
Run by Day, Hide by Night. It's not the official title, but we'll talk more about that. And before we break, just letting you know that hair and makeup today on myself is provided by Guggles Dio's Beauty Salon. We'll be right back.